Hello everybody, this is GibsTheBoy5 and welcome to Project Doom Developer Log number 1. Now, this is an idea for a Doom mod that I've had for quite a long time, since 2018 actually, when I first played Doom 3. Actually, when I first played the original Doom. Now, what this is Project Doom is an attempt at retelling the story of the original Doom while adding some modern changes here and there. And what I have right now on my second monitor is a reference image of the top-down layout of E1M1 from the original Doom, created by the man John Romero himself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to make a one-to-one recreation while adding some changes here and there. So what I'm going to do right now, what I'm doing right now actually, is starting off with the starting area, specifically the one closest to the window. And the problem is, since the reference images doesn't really show the measurements of how many pixel width this is, I'm having to just use my imagination here. Oh shit. See, this is a good thing about working on a grid, because things just snap in place. You don't have to try and just go through this on for hours trying to get a single line completely straight. Okay, well I think what would help is if I get some other reference images up. Yeah. I think I found a good one. And if I bring the window in closer a little bit. Okay, so what I am going to do now is go into the textures, and I got to find the correct ones for this. Should be star tan 3. I'm going to apply that to the upper and lower textures. And what I should do is just unpeg them, so that way they can be straight. And what I should do also is increase the height of the ceiling. But before that, I gotta take out these little pillars. I think what I should do actually is put the reference images on the other side. That way I know what I'm working with. As you can see, we have Google Images up right here. It's probably my best source of reference images thus far. I mean, what I could do is go into the game and take screenshots, but that's going to take a bit of work. And I've already started recording, so there's not really any point. And I know none of this is ideal, but then again, none of this is final. But then again, I have done some work in the past on uniquities. I've added a fair few extra monsters here and there, so not everything is going to be one for one in regards to gameplay style. But as I said, this is meant to be a recreation, but I want to make it new. And then we have the entrance doorway here. Light 3. Light spelt wrong, by the way. It's L-I-G-H-T, not L-I-T-E, but it's an American created game, so whatever, it is what it is. I'm going to increase the brightness full on this one. And I got to go back into the references. I'll put them back on my second monitor again. Saves me the trouble. Yeah, the wall textures are the same. But anyway, just to make this video a little less boring, I'll give you guys a little bit of small talk. I was eating breakfast earlier today, just minding my own business, drinking coffee, and then I get a text from my dad on WhatsApp saying that Half-Life 3 is supposedly confirmed. And one thing I do want to do is make a video going into analysis into it a little bit more. But I'm going to be recording that later on because it's a pretty sunny day right now, and sunlight seems to have an effect on my frame rate on my camcorder. So, as I said, I'm going to wait a little bit until I can record that. But I do have the game post tags open right now, just as a reference, so I can read through it and try and write a script if possible. And speaking of scripts, I do want to do some extra developer logs on Half-Life Lambda Point, which is a gold source mod I am developing at the same time. But in stark contrast with Project Doom, I want to make Lambda Point a completely new story. I don't want to make it a recreation like I'm doing here. So one thing I am going to do is start writing a script for it. But obviously, of course, these things take time, and none of this is final, so it's whatever. So now I'm going to extend these walls out. Because I gotta have these pillars in as well. You know, just to give it a bit more dynamic curve, I'm going to add some diagonal walls here and there. And I think what I should do is start working on the floor, separate floor textures. That's the Donny we wanted. And then in the dead center we'll put in the UAC logo. There it is. But as you can see, it's not exactly in the center. So what I'm gonna have to do is move it up just a fraction. There you go. And I gotta remember to lower the floors as well. And add some little stairs here. Okay, and once that's done, I gotta add some extra textures onto the stairs right here. But the problem is some of them aren't facing inward, so I gotta flip those around. These ones in particular. Because I know if the triangle icon isn't showing, that means some of them are facing the wrong way. It's right here in steps. Gotta find the right one though. Actually, if I go back into the reference image, I'll probably see which one. Yeah, I thought so. Right. Come to think of it, I'm looking at the reference image now, and there's not really any stairs in that area, so I could just get rid of those. Some little steps, I should say. I mean, I say stairs, but I don't know. I'm just not using my brain. I never do. I've got to make sure the textures are aligned as well. Gotta extend these up as well. One thing I need to do is make sure this area is impassable, because I don't want people running into the secret area. As we know, there is a secret area behind this window as an easy get out. And then I should put the computer textures in as well. And then extend the scene a little bit. And for the added effect, I'll put in some light textures. Excuse me, I have to clear my throat a lot these days. Okay, textures. You know what? You know, I do remember making some custom textures for this. So preference. Actually, no, it's not in preferences. It's been game configurations. And I forgot to point out as well, I'm doing this in UDMF format because it's easier for me to work with. And if for those who don't know, UDMF stands for Ultimate Doom Map Format, and it's the same map format that was used in the PlayStation 1 port of the original Doom. Well, I say the original Doom, but it's Doom 2 involved as well. So, pjdoom.wad. Gotta add that file in, otherwise we're not gonna get any of the some textures. Thinking about it now, this one is in a different directory, so I might have some maps saved over, but I think it's better to work from scratch in this case. So if I go back, click these little textures here. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'll remove that. Yeah, I have 2 GZ Doom folders, I don't know why. Don't know why I'm checking that. And if I'm right, that should work. Ah! There it is. It should be... well, I was hoping to get a longer version of the blue light, but I guess I'm gonna have to go with that one. And what I'll do is I'll turn down the brightness here. Gotta add some mood into the environment, of course. And whether you realize it or not, the human brain is really good at picking out light, so if something's wrong with the lighting, you instantly know. Now, once again, this isn't exactly a one-to-one recreation. It is once again an imagining, and you can see I've added these little divider lights here because if I'm working with the textures, there might be some place where I try and reset the textures and auto-align them, and it's gonna mess with them in a big way. So I want to try and avoid that happening in the future. Put those back over. Once again, for the added effect, since these are light textures, I'll put some little beams in here. increase the brightness there just a little bit. But to be honest, they don't really have to be lights, do they? They could just be... I can add extra lighting later, to be honest with you. Where is it? Yes, what? Yeah, I think that looks good. Actually, no. Yeah, I think these supports look better, to be honest with you. Right. Well, I think for now that is the starting area done. So what I'm gonna do is head over to the armor area. I'll touch it up just a little bit, and then I'll catch up with you again. Okay, well I think this starts to look like something now. And as you can see, I've added 4 extra pillars here, and it made the stairway a little bit longer. And now what I'm going to do is, since this is the room with the green armor, I have to put in that little area. So I'm going to get the curve out. 90 degrees, fixed angle. I think that's far too many faces. I've got to keep it authentic. Got to keep the authenticity in, you know what I mean? 2 extra vertices, that should be good enough. And then bring this out just a little bit. And then I've just decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an extra circle over here and put a little dent in there. The truck outside. Oh, to be honest, what I could have done with this guy is put this texture in. Maybe later. Be straight down the bottom. Check all numbers. 1. And I'm going to do the same here. Put one of my custom textures in. Take a look at that. Oh, here's our 5 tunes. What I will do is just bring it down ever so slightly. Might be pixels. What's a pixel? And then increase the brightness on that. I was gonna say, since it's blue, we'll add the mega armor in, but we'll put the standard blue armor in there as well. No, not as well. Just put it in. And I'll put the blue texture up here. Increase the brightness once again. At the same floor texture as here. We'll go mod wall 1. I didn't add it to the top texture there. Upper and lower textures. Yeah. I'm gonna do it for a 3rd time now. I need to remember to unpeg the ones that I need to be unpegged. Since I said it before, I'll put the step texture on these stairs. Okay, and north is that way, so I've got to remember to take the other one out. Excuse me. Yeah, the step textures change depending on if it's a floor or a wall. Okay, that looks a lot better now, doesn't it? And I better do the same with this floor, actually. I forgot as well, we gotta make this one rotate these textures. Alright, I gotta remember. It should be... should be in the line, it's not a line though. Ah, it's in the scroll. to the right. Yes. Scroll speed 100, because that's fast enough. And when we test it in game, that should move to the right, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, I don't want to say this. I may have lost work, but it's fine, it is what it is. Okay, so I think once that's done, let me just make on one thing. Gotta remember to add in the sky. Remember to save. And now since that's done, we can now decide where the players are going to start. Obviously, since this is E1M1, we start here. I've found some other player start points as well. Okay, now once that's done, we can start testing it. And thankfully, I've taken off the shortcut keys for OBS, so I should be recording without incident. Yeah, I haven't really properly added in a sky texture, have I? But just imagine this. Just imagine this as the outside area in E1M1. Texture is scrolling just like it should. So that means we can pick up the armor, and I think that's job done. We can just quit right there. Hell Knight death sound. But I think that's all I'm going to film for now. I've been recording for over 45 minutes. In the next devlog, we'll continue on with this, and then we'll start with the outside area, moving into the other places. So, that has been it for Project Doom devlog number 1. If you like what you saw for whatever reason, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with everybody else, it helps out a bunch. If you have any suggestions for this mod, or any games you want me to play on the second channel, let me know in the comments or join the Discord server, links in the description. This has been GipsTheBoy5, I'll see you in the next video. See you later, bye. I was waving, but my face cam isn't active. See you later, bye.